Hello, my divinities. Welcome, welcome. So, today we are going to be looking into... I'm really not sure. I know I was drawn to the Halloween Oracle. By the way, we are so close to autumn. I am so excited. I can't wait for this heat to go away. I can't wait. So we're so close. Maybe that's why I was drawn to the Halloween Oracle. I don't know. But that's what we're going to be using for today's message before we start with the actual collective, okay? What is the energy for today's collective? By the way, guys, I'm posting on TikTok, and I went ahead and posted on Instagram too, and on Facebook, little 1-minute messages to all the zodiac signs concerning their love life. Because I know y'all still want the zodiac energies, but they really do drain me so much. Even those 4 readings I did, 1 minute each, my head was swimming afterwards. So please appreciate what I can do, and hopefully you go look at the messages. So the first one we got is Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes. I'm seeing, hold on, we're gonna do 3. The Lamp, Remembrance, and then the overall energy, Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Okay. So let's read these. Let's start with Winter. So this card says, lightly I step, for the earth falls asleep, a lullaby to rest and pause, the soul secrets to keep. Death is frightening, even though, or perhaps because, it is inescapable. However, as we move into winter, we know it signals a literal and metaphysical death. In some parts of the planet, the extreme weather means snow and ice buries all life, and the ground lies fallow and still. In winter, the earth slows down, and there's less light and often more wet weather. Many plants die back, many animals are less active, and traditionally, it was a leaner, more difficult time for those who worked on the land for their living. Winter often brought with it the end of a life cycle, a figurative or literal death. Should the Winter card appear to you, it's time to let what no longer serves you die away. Where it seems natural and right to let things that have been bothering you for some time die back, take real action to change those things. Anything that is superfluous, extra, and burdensome, release it. Okay. So let's see Skull of Flowers. Okay. Creating through the ashes. To blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune comes. Before flowers are born, they are sweet buds on a plant that came from a smaller form like a seed or a bulb. The seed needs prepared, nourishing soil to grow its potential. Some plants and trees only seed after fire or a period of extreme adversity, like drought or flood. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose a job, have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of the how of our lives. The Skull of Flower illustrates that there is a sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so we can build what we really want rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. Okay. And last, the Lamp. So this is, I light a single candle within a lamp for you, a single flame in the darkness that reflects my heart so true. Whilst it is a tradition to carve a jack-o'-lantern to scare away the spirits, it was an older tradition still to light a candle or a lamp on Halloween night and leave it at the window as a loving guide home for those who have passed. Both as a symbol of remembrance and also as a kind of leaving the lights on for those who may wish to come home, the lamp was left on to illuminate the night and perhaps even the sadness that was felt because of the passing. This card reminds us that it is a positive thing to remember those who have passed by celebrating their life rather than mourning their death. For those with whom we did not have an easy relationship, or even those we did not like, leave us with valuable lessons. Sometimes we learn more from our nemesis than we do from our friends, and so the darkness can illuminate our strengths and our true values so that we can live them more clearly and fully. Okay. That is powerful. Very powerful, because it's basically acknowledging the fact that we are closing out cycles. We are closing out very important relationships or bonds in our life. And instead of being angry and hurt by what this person did or what we went through with them, how about we just celebrate the connection? Celebrate the moments you spent with that person. Celebrate the good times, not in the sense that now you have to go back because that's all you remember. No. Remember all of it. But don't focus on what they did and how you hurt. Be grateful to them, because through that hurt, you have started healing. Through the interactions you and this person have had, it allowed you to find your shadow. It allowed you to pinpoint which insecurities they brought out of you. Be grateful to them, because you would not be here listening to this and in the verge of great change without their contribution. Okay? Let's get started. What's the energy for today's collective? We start off with strength. Energy for today's collective. The Star. King of Cups. The Emperor. Okay. Judgment. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. The Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. Overall energy, Knight of Cups. Followed by the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this Knight of Cups is an indication this is mostly going to be for the people who have been walking away from connections that did not serve them. And if this is not about relationships, because it doesn't always have to be about relationships, it's just easy to put in that context. This could be walking away from some sort of cycle. So maybe you're walking away from a specific opportunity of employment or a specific, career or a company. Maybe you're walking away from a friendship. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what context we're speaking of. Knight of Cups, it's putting you in the energy of, I'm allowing myself to dream again. I'm allowing myself to be hopeful again, to open myself up to possibilities. And it's followed by the Two of Pentacles, which indicates that you want to start aligning with possibilities that go with what you want, that align with the life that you want. So for example, let's say that you're somebody who's walking away from a career that's been draining the life out of you. Like maybe you were sitting in an office and you hated the job that you had because it was sitting at your desk when what you really want to do is writing waves, or you want to, I don't know, you've got some dream that you want to accomplish. It's like, okay, I'm not going to go starve by just throwing myself into something I'm not ready for. But what can I do to align with the life I actually want? So for example, if you do want to be surfer, then that would mean that you would need to move to a location like California, right? I would not suggest moving to Hawaii because I'm probably saying it wrong. I think the natives call it Hawaii, but anyways, you can't move there. Well, technically you can, but the natives are asking people stop moving here because it's driving up their cost of living extremely high. Their land is being bought because they can't afford to live there anymore. It's wild. So I would not suggest Hawaii, but I would suggest California. I would suggest places where you know that you are going to experience the waves that you want to ride. And maybe get a job in that vicinity. And give yourself the time and the freedom to be able to go and start training to what you want to do. So whatever this is, relationship-wise, career-wise, friendship-wise, I'm feeling not only a closing of a cycle, but somebody who's allowing themselves to dream. Because beneath the Two of Cups, beneath the Two of Pentacles, we also have the Seven of Cups. So this dream that someone has finally okay, I'm going to embrace my dream. They do see it a little far off because if you see it's this whole other island of land. But the 7 and the Knight is the 8 of Cups. To get there, they know they have to walk away from some things. 7 of Swords. They have to walk away from self-deception, self-sabotage, or from people who deceive them, from people who lie to them, from people who maybe don't support them or don't give them the right advice, don't give them the right motivation. With the Strength card being the first card that came out, this change does require a lot of courage. It requires a lot of bravery, a lot of knowledge of self, a lot of trust in self. But with the Star, again, this is aligning with the dream thing. So for some of you, let's say that you're somebody who you don't want something high key. This is just something that fulfills you. Maybe you've always wanted to open, I don't know, like a bakery, and that's been your dream. And it's not going to give you like fame and fortune, but you want to follow this inspiration. The Star is the assurance that after a turbulent time, because we do have winter, there was a pause, there was some sort of scarcity. It might have felt like nothing was happening, everything was dying around you. You're going to come out of it with a lot of understanding, a lot of learning. So whatever lessons you've been through, it doesn't matter how painful they were, it doesn't matter how difficult they were, to come out as the Star, it means that you need to embrace it and be grateful for the lesson. Acknowledge that there was something there that you needed to learn, that we are co-creating with the universe, and when we are in that space of being in a lesson that is difficult, it's a reflection of us. We are reflecting that back to ourselves in some way. Now, we have King of Cups. So again, not for everybody will this be the same thing, because we have a King of Cups, Emperor. For some of you, this is definitely a romantic connection. Somebody who, King of Cups energy, they have an open heart. They could be like somebody who supports the arts, doesn't have to be. But Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is prevalent, as well as Emperor, Aries energy, or they just have like a leader, like they carry themselves like a leader. But this could be a lover, but this could also be a teacher. This could be an investor. This could be your new boss. There's so many ways that this could go. But I will tell you this, with Judgment, this is somebody who's meant to be in your life. Past life, and again, not all the time when we think of past lives, not all the time when we think of karmic, is it going to be negative, okay? Some people are only blessings, but even that lesson was, some people are only lessons is what I was going to say. But there you go. I subconsciously corrected myself, because every lesson is a blessing, which is why it's even saying, it's okay to remember people fondly and say, you know what, I really appreciated that time I spent with that person. They really opened up my eyes to this, and that. They're not a terrible person. We just didn't see eye to eye here and there, and I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm going to move on. I will always have a space in my heart for them. But I hope they go on their path and I'm going to go on mine. So with this person, this is, I'm not going to say you're not going to learn things, but this is someone who is exclusively, I think, a blessing. Because we have such beautiful energy here. So if this is like you changing careers, you're about to encounter a boss that's going to be the best boss you've ever had. If this is going to be you looking for a teacher, you're about to find the teacher that's going to inspire and motivate you and transform you in ways that you never thought possible. If there's a lover, I'm not going to say you were expecting, but if you are aligned with love and you're ready and everything is aligning the right way, this is a lover that's going to awaken things in you that you thought were long gone, that you didn't even know you had the capacity to feel anymore. With the Six of Pentacles, you're going to be definitely investing into this. So if this is a career, like I said, let's say that you're going to go surf, right? And you need both. You not only need to align with the right lifestyle, but you need a teacher, right? Because maybe you don't know how to surf, or you need to align with somebody who's going to teach you. You're going to be willing to pay this person what they're worth, because you know that they're worth their price. There's a price that needs to be paid, but it's going to be worth it. Whatever sacrifices are required, you're going to know that this is not unfair. This is totally part of it. And it's not a heavy price, but there is a price to be paid. And it could literally just be investment of time and energy. But there is something here of like, I'm going to contribute. This is not a passive, I'm just going to let it happen. No, this is someone taking action and investing. Now, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and they came out together. So I'm going to say that this is the collective, because the majority of my collective is female, right? Doesn't have to be. This could be somebody you're dealing with, but I feel like it's the collective. So the collective is showing up in earth and fire energy, which is great because earth is very practical. It is very grounded. It is very pragmatic. And I was going to say practical again, but I already said that. So maybe just super practical. Whereas fire is very action-oriented and ambitious and passionate and driven. So I feel like this is the energy the collective is in right now. You are both in the energy of being creative and action-oriented, but that doesn't mean you're losing your head and going crazy and doing stupid. You're not making stupid decisions. You're making practical, pragmatic, logical decisions. Now, Ace of Swords, sorry. Not only are you in a very action-oriented, practical energy, but with the Ace of Swords, you've received some sort of clarity. Something has just like, the heavens open and the angels sang and you were like, oh, you had this deep understanding about something that previously had you stuck. That was the pause. And now you're seeing things from a completely different perspective. You're like, oh, that's what I needed. That's what I was, working towards. So let's clarify. Let's start by clarifying this Knight of Cups, first of all. This fan always has my eyes watering. Clarify the Knight of Cups. I love when Tarot's like, bitch, I said what I said. First card that comes out, Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords, clarify Knight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Overall energy, Page of Swords. This is great. This is great on so many different levels because the Knight of Cups is showing up twice with the Page of Swords. So whoever this is coming towards you, I feel like they've already got their eye on you. But the collective was showing up as the Queen of Swords, which means, if this person had approached you before, because maybe you've been like, well, where is it? Where's my teacher? Where's my lover? Where's my this? Where's my that? You were in expectation and it wasn't happening. That's because you weren't ready. You were showing up as Queen of Swords. So let's put it in the arena of love. Let's just put it in the arena of love. Let's say if this is a lover coming towards you and you were like, well, where's my lover? You would have been so cold and distant to this person. Even if they had given energy to you, you would not have been able to reciprocate because you weren't ready yet. The period of pause was so that you could finish processing whatever it was that you needed to process. And now you're ready. Look at that. Look at this. Beneath the Page of Swords, we've got the Fool. And beneath the Fool, we've got the Two of Cups. So it doesn't matter whether this is a union of, oh, and look, this person's also shown up as King of Wands. So it doesn't matter if this is a union of business partnership, of, employer with boss, or teacher and mentor and student. Whatever type of union this is, maybe a new friend, you weren't in the right state of mind. Spirit does not withhold things from you. That's just it. Spirit does not withhold things from you. You either energetically align with what you're asking for or you don't. Spirit cannot rush things to you when you can't. Like, think of it like radio frequencies, because that's what we are. We're energy, we're frequencies. If you're sitting there telling Spirit, I want to listen to classical music, but you're on the wrong station. And Spirit's like, so change the station. And you're like, no, you give me the right music. And they're just sitting there like, well, we can't. We're telling you what station it's on, and you're refusing to change the station. How are you expecting to hear that music? Same thing. Even if Spirit told you this is for you, but you weren't changing your frequency, you could not align with what was for you. Now you're aligning with what's for you. Good job. Good job, y'all. Clarify strength card. Clarify the strength card. We got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. 4, 4, 4. Overall energy, King of Swords. So that's why this person is showing up in Emperor energy, because I feel like they match the collective on every level. They've already shown up as King of Cups. They've shown up as King of Wands. They've shown up as King of Swords. And I'm sure they also have King of Pentacles. That's why they're the Emperor. So the collective has shown up as Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. You know which queen she has not shown up in? Queen of Cups. The heart. So the heart needed a lot of healing. Or you might still be in the process of healing it. Because with the Four of Pentacles, remember this deck? You see how he's like blindly searching for something? It requires someone being so thirsty that they are blind to the beauty before them. So you were struggling to be in a spirit of gratitude. You were struggling to be in a spirit of appreciation. And you know what? I was watching this, honestly, I started it. It wasn't super compelling, but maybe I was just meant to watch the beginning. I started watching this new K-drama. What was it called again? Miss Day and Night, or Miss Night and Day, something like that. And it's this girl who, during the day, she like turns into an older woman, and during night, she goes back into her young body. But she does have a very, like, it's not her, like her life is just super traumatic, but she does have difficulties, right? Because you would have to watch it. But the point is, what I noticed is that she has a very negative mindset. Even if she works really hard, she's very diligent, she has a very negative mindset. Now, that does have to do with her environment. Once you watch, you would understand. But the first thing I thought with that curse that happened to her, I was like, I feel like the universe is trying to show her it could get worse. Imagine if you lost your youth. Imagine if your body started aching in ways it never ached before. That's immediately what I felt when she was like, why? Why would this happen to me? She couldn't appreciate the fact that she still had her whole life ahead of her. She was just focusing on what she didn't have. She did not focus on the fact that she was still young and healthy and vibrant and had all these opportunities and possibilities open to her. So, with the Four of Wands, whatever you just came out of, whatever situation felt like everything was kind of dead and there was this giant pause, you've reached some sort of milestone, because this clarity that you've received has helped you almost like jump to another level. But you needed to be open to it. So if you were one of the people that was open to it and you got this understanding, I feel like the healing has begun. Now, I'm not going to say you've already gotten there, because I feel like you just got this clarity, and it's almost like, think of it like a deep wound that you had, and there was a piece of metal or wood inside of it, and you finally understood how to extricate that and how to put the healing balm on it. Does that mean that all the pain is gone? No, it means the healing has begun. That's where I feel like we're at energetically. Okay. Okay. But yeah, whoever you're about to meet, that is your match in whatever way this is, whether they're your match as a teacher, as a student, as a client, as a boss, as a lover, whatever their match for you is, they are on the same frequency as you. And you and them, maybe they have just started the healing as well. So just trust. Clarify the star. Clarify the star. Now, I feel like there's a little bit of a difference in the sense that this person already shown up as the King of Cups, while you are in the energy of healing your heart, right? Learning to be grateful for the experiences you've had and not look at those experiences with anger, fear, resentment. They showed up just now as the King of Swords. So I feel like it could have been that with them it was the opposite. Maybe they had a very open heart and they had to learn King of Swords energy, using discernment, using logic, using having to cut people off. Clarify the star. So it's like they are already in a place of healing on what you're working on, and you are already in a place of healing on what they're working on, because you already showed up as the Queen of Swords, and that's something that they're working on. So that's still great. Clarify the star. I told you. King of Pentacles. I knew they were also a King of Pentacles.